What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title and the thumbnail, today we're gonna be making some French toast. It's one of my favorites. It can be made 1,000 different ways, and I'm gonna show you one of my favorite ways to make it right now. So let's go ahead and look at these ingredients. Okay, for our ingredients, we're gonna need some heavy cream. If you don't have heavy cream, you can use milk or half and half. We're gonna season that up with some cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, some vanilla extract, and a pinch or two of salt. I also like to add a little bit of honey. That's optional. You don't have to add it, but I like to add it in. And then for the starter show, we're gonna use this challah bread. Now, if you can't find this challah bread in your local grocery store, you can use a loaf of brioche. That's a great substitution. You're gonna need 3 eggs, some powdered sugar for garnish, some whipped cream for garnish, some pure maple syrup. And you're gonna also need some strawberries or whatever fruit you want to use. If you don't like strawberries, you can use blueberries or raspberries or whatever fruit you want to use, but that's all your ingredients. All right, we're gonna go ahead and crack in our 3 eggs. Go ahead and give these a nice whisk. All right, once you got your eggs whisked up, go ahead and add in some cinnamon. I use about 2 to 3 dashes. So 1, a little bit more. You want to add in just a little bit of nutmeg. Now this is strong, so you want to be careful with it, but about 1 dash of it, maybe 2. Then you want to go ahead and add in about a teaspoon or so of vanilla. And most importantly, you don't want to forget, get you a nice pinch of salt. Go ahead and give that a whisk. And now we're gonna add in just a little bit of honey. Just sweeten it up a little bit. Go ahead and give that a whisk. Now we'll go ahead and add in about a tablespoon of sugar. Go ahead and whisk that in. All right, now we're gonna add in about a cup of heavy cream. So we got our mixture done. We're gonna go ahead and start on our bread. Okay, we got our nice loaf here. We're gonna go ahead and, I like to first cut off the edge. It's also good to have a serrated knife for this and let the knife do the work. I like pretty thick pieces, so I like to cut them about 1 inch wide or maybe a little bit more. And you just wanna make sure they're all equal pieces. So I say about right there. And just continue cutting those slices until you're done with the loaf. So you can see I got these nice, thick 1 inch slices. Those are gonna be excellent. So let's go ahead and move on to the next step. Okay, so before we cook our French toast, we're gonna go ahead and prepare our strawberries. So I done washed these, and we're gonna go ahead and cut them into some smaller pieces. And we're gonna go ahead and make our strawberry topping before we do our French toast, so it won't get too soggy on us, or it won't get cold. So go ahead and cut down your strawberries like so. And the bigger ones you maybe can cut down twice. And we're gonna heat these up in a skillet with a little bit of sugar and water and make us a nice strawberry topping. All right, to start out our strawberries, we're gonna add a little bit of butter, about 1 tablespoon or so. Kind of go ahead and let that melt down. I'm doing this over like a low medium heat. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and add in our strawberries. All right, once you get your strawberries in there, you wanna go ahead and add I'll say about 1 tablespoon or so of sugar. It's gonna really help those strawberries to caramelize and really turn into a syrup, which is what we're looking for. After you add that sugar, you're gonna need about 1 tablespoon of water. Go ahead and add that water in there just to help that sugar dissolve into a syrup. And then just give that a mix. And then we're just gonna let this go for a couple of minutes till those strawberries start to break down a little bit. All right, you can see syrup starting to form, strawberries starting to break down. If you want, you can mash those strawberries just a little bit. Depends on how you want them. If you want them whole, then don't mash them, but if you want them mashed up, then mash them. So, all right, that's about where I wanted it. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside, and hey, we're gonna get started on the starter show. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and start dipping our bread. I like to dip it on one side. I kind of let it float around, play around in there for about 10 seconds. Then after that, I go ahead and give it a flip. And let it sit on the other side for 10 seconds. Let all that good flavor get soaked in. All right, once you're done, I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside and do the rest of it. All right, first we're gonna add about a tablespoon of butter. Go ahead and let that start melting down. Go ahead and get down your first piece. I should be able to get 2 down in this pan. And we're gonna let that go for a couple minutes till it get nice and golden brown, then we're gonna give it a flip. Now I want you to go in the comments right now and tell me how beautiful that looks. We're gonna go ahead and get it plated up. All right, we'll go ahead and take our last 2 pieces out. All right, we're gonna first top it with some strawberries. Again, you can use whatever fruit you like. Strawberry is my favorite. I also like it with blueberries, but strawberries is what I have on hand. Now we're gonna add some powdered sugar, because what's French toast without powdered sugar? As much, as little as you like. And then I'm gonna drizzle just a little bit of maple syrup. Now we're just gonna put 1 dollop of whipped cream in the middle. Because why not? And just like that, you got some beautiful looking French toast. All right, let's go ahead and give it a taste test. Get a little bit of that strawberry. That there is amazing. That challah bread is so buttery. It's nice and thick, but it still got them crispy edges. And then that fruit give it a nice sweetness on top with the powdered sugar. Off the chain, I ain't gonna hold you. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like this video, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Deuces.